The tarot is a deck of cards that has been used mostly as a method of interpretation for events that have happened or will happen at some point in time. The first known origin of the tarot comes from the 16th century. However, there are some traditions that think that the origins of the tarot are lost in the midst of time. The oldest reference of a lookalike tarot deck is the Visconti Sforza deck. There were some of the cards that we will later know as major arcana, for the rest of the trumps seem to have been added sometime later. Calling these cards trumps is believed to be due to the French locution atout, which means above all. There are several theories that try to find a pseudoscientific basis for divination through tarot. One of the most interesting belongs to the psychiatrist and philosopher Carl Gustav Jung, in which, according to the theory of the collective unconscious, the archetypes that appear in the cards, in the configuration of each spread, the symbolical archetypal images, could unleash some images on the brain that could help to understand the current situation and even the future of the current. In addition to being a divination instrument widely used by many people to bring out their faculties of intuition, clairvoyance, and mystical sensitivity, is a self-knowledge tool that can help us use its archetypes or symbols to understand our own personal reality. There are several types of very famous tarot decks, such as the Marseille Tarot, the Crowley Tarot, and many, many others. In this series of videos, we are going to analyze the Rider Waite Coleman Tarot, from which the other types of tarot on the market are based. A tarot deck is made up of 78 cards, 22 major arcana, and 56 minor arcana. The word arcana comes from the Latin arcanum, which means secret or mystery. The 21 major arcana plus the Fool represent characters connected with the supernatural and immaterial divine forces of the universe. These are visions about long-term subjects that can change the vision one has about life. The meanings they have can be positive or negative, but they will always deal with events that are difficult to overcome or represent the greater forces of good and evil that intervene in the theater of earthly existence, again, against whom supreme efforts will be required to oppose their designs. The major arcana are divided into 21 arcana plus the arcana 0, which is the Fool, which represents, in addition to the beginning, the primordial chaos of the emptiness. In the case of the minor arcana, this represents aspects of earthly existence with an emphasis on short term events in which the forces that move those events are of an earthly nature. Therefore, they represent desires, strength, and passions of human nature. The minor arcana are divided into four houses or suits: the swords, the pentacles, the wands, and the cups. The suit of wands represents the fire, the call for an action. The season that rules it is the spring. It refers to fertility, creation. At the time associated with it, it's the months. As per the suit or house of pentacles, the element is earth. The season that rules is the spring. It means stability and containment. It also represents the wealth, and the time associated with this house is days. For the suit or house of cups, its element it's water, season it's winter, it controls the emotions and sensations. This house generally announces celebrations, love, and the time associated with it, its weeks. The suit or house of swords has the air element. The season is autumn, it rules the strength and mind, and it generally announces violent or fatal events due to the use of the force and mind to try and control the events of life. The timing associated with the suit, it's years. The suits or houses also have their correspondence with the cardinal points. The cups represent north, the pentacles south, the wands east, and the swords the west. We will continue to see in depth each of the arcana with their meanings from a spiritual point of view and for divination purposes, hoping to provide a useful and entertaining guide about the 78 cards. I hope this information has been useful to understand a little more this method of divination and self-knowledge. In the next few days, I will be uploading videos of each and every one of the Rider-Waite tarot cards, along with its highlights. If you want to learn more about the tarot and the hidden forces it can unleash and what it can do for your life, don't miss it. If you like this video, please subscribe, give it a like, and share it with your friends. Do not forget to also click on the bell so that YouTube alerts you when I upload new material. I am Magus Imperator and I wish you imberential peace.